Pi Network is preparing Protocol 23, while a large May token unlock sits on the same calendar. Protocol Unlocks Pidex puts the focus on new utility, and new supply are arriving together. The confirmed detail is that Protocol 23 is scheduled for May 11 and is expected to enable programmable contracts on Pi Mainnet. The opening tension is concrete: whether on-chain activity rises after May 11 while the May unlock is absorbed. That matters for Pi developers, node operators, and Pi holders because they have to read May 11 launch and 184.5 M Pi unlock before the full outcome is visible. The first read should stay tied to those facts, not to broad crypto mood or an unsupported forecast. The baseline starts with this: Pidex and the Pi Launchpad are positioned to move from testing into live deployment. The roadmap also points to decentralized apps, token launches, and real-world asset tokenization. The measurable anchor is May 11 launch, while 184.5 M Pi unlock gives the story its structure. The related signal is 421K nodes, which keeps the story tied to a specific mechanism instead of a vague market reaction. These details set the boundary for the rest of the segment: what is confirmed, who is exposed, and which checkpoint must arrive before the next read changes. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The mechanism is smart contracts allow developers to build swaps, liquidity pools, lending tools, and tokenized assets. In plain English, Pi needs live applications to create activity that goes beyond token distribution. That matters because whether the network becomes application-ready depends on the mechanism working as described, not on a headline alone. If a viewer misses this mechanism, the story can look like ordinary volatility or routine announcement traffic. For Pi Network, it is really a test of Protocol 23 and whether developers deploy useful mainnet apps. If that condition does not appear, the setup stays conditional rather than confirmed. The direct impact lands on Pi developers, node operators, and Pi holders. Developers get new tools while Pi holders face roughly 184.5 million tokens scheduled to unlock in May. The supply overhang makes post-launch usage more important than the upgrade announcement itself. This is where the story becomes practical, because it changes whether the network becomes application-ready rather than only the mood around Pi Network. The affected side does not need a grand market narrative to feel the consequence. It needs clarity on Pidex activity. That is why the impact scene stays focused on the user, trader, protocol, regulator, or institution actually named in the facts. The unresolved part is it is not yet proven that activity after May 11 can absorb the unlock pressure. That does not prove that Pidex, Launchpad, or RWA tools will generate enough sustained demand. The evidence that would clarify the gap is post-launch transactions, developer deployments, and liquidity growth on Pidex. This boundary is not a formality. It is the difference between the confirmed event and the outcome people may already be trying to price. Without that proof, supply overhang remains a live risk, even if the first reaction looks confident. Until that evidence appears, the confirmed event and the expected outcome have to stay separate. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The next signal is whether on-chain activity rises after May 11 while the May unlock is absorbed. Protocol Unlocks Pidex should be judged by that trigger, not by the loudest forecast attached to it. If developers deploy useful mainnet apps, the story gains confirmation. If unlock pressure outruns usage, attention shifts back to supply overhang. The useful close is to track May 11 launch, 184.5 M Pi unlock, and Pidex activity together, because one signal alone can misread a conditional setup. For Pi Network, usage must meet the unlock.